Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Maddie Kuhn, your homemade method nutritionist and lead coach. And I'm joined today by one of our wonderful members, Marla. She's been in our program for almost a year now, just shy,
Yay.
11 months this month. And she is here to tell us a little bit about her amazing story about being in the program, and inspire us all to take good care of our bodies because it's exactly what Marla has done. Thank you so much for joining me here, Marla. Go ahead and say
You're
hello.
welcome. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, where are you joining us from? I didn't even ask you.
Um, I'm actually in Ohio, around the
Oh,
Cincinnati area in Ohio.
sweet. Awesome. Wonderful. So Marla joined us back in June of 2023, and I would love for you to just share a little bit about what was going on with your health prior to joining, and what
Okay.
you had tried to help your body heal prior to joining.
Okay. All right. So, back in April of last year, I was having a whole lot of health issues. Previously, I'd lost weight, I'd gained weight, throughout the years. I've done different things. I've tried like, um, the South Beach diet, those types of things. And I did actually lose weight years ago on that. Did really good, kept it off for a few years. And then age, everything else, life catches up. And I had gained weight. I had started just trying to watch what I was eating and everything. Well, it was helping, it was working, but it just wasn't anything like it was, of course, whenever I was younger. So, but back in April of last year, I started having some really bad issues with my health. And I was, at to the emergency room, to the doctors. They were sending me back and forth to dermatologists, rheumatologists, all these different doctors. My inflammation was out the roof. My triglycerides, my cholesterol, everything was out the roof, elevated. Of course, my BMI too high, it's just like, so because of all the issues I was having, I had an allergic reaction to an antibiotic. I had an allergic reaction to some different creams that they had given me because I had cellulitis. So I decided to start looking for more natural ways to kind of help heal my body, which is how I ended up coming across homemade method. Yay!
Yeah,
So
so grateful.
I actually started following homemade method in May of last year, paying attention to the recipes and those types of things, people's stories and things like that. Um, so, and that's when I found you guys. I started following you guys, and things have just gotten better from there. Um, so I don't know if you want me to continue with the
Yeah,
story or
go
you.
for it. Yeah.
All right. So, in May of last year, like I said, I started following the recipes and everything, and then in June, I finally decided, okay, I followed it. I found it was pretty easy. Made some tweaks to what I was currently eating. Like I knew how to do a lot of this. I just wasn't doing it. So it's just I kind of gradually started in June. I decided, okay, I'm going to do this because I was tired of taking the medications. I'm still at that time going back and forth to the doctors, this doctor, that doctor, and they still, well, we don't know why your inflammation's so high or anything like that. So I started eating healthier, started following the recipes, incorporating all these things as well as trying to be more healthy. But I'd feel really good for a week or so, and then I'd be back to not feeling good again. But I started losing some weight here and there and everything because I was following all this. And I was feeling better, but my numbers were still really elevated and stuff. So during the summer, it actually got better, but I was afraid to go outside. I was afraid to do much of anything in my yard because we didn't know if I was allergic to something. So I'm still doing all these testings and everything. So I'm just like, I just try to keep eating healthier and eating healthier. The doctors are telling me just to keep doing whatever you're doing because, it is helping. We still just don't really know what's wrong with you. So then in the fall, things had gotten better, but then I went back out, was working in my yard again, and then I ended up getting sick again. And this time I ended up in the hospital. So I went because I thought I was having a heart attack.
Ugh.
They determined I wasn't having a heart attack, but the doctor was just like, you still could be. You're a woman. Woman, things are different with women. So they sent me to a different hospital that had a cardiologist on staff. I walked in as soon as I got there and talked to this cardiologist, he was just like, listen to what had been going on, looked at my numbers and stuff, and he's just like, I think I know what's wrong with you. I'm like, great, nobody else does. So it determined he figured out my medical issue. I had carditis, which is inflammation in the lining of your heart, water on my lungs and fluids and on my heart and everything. So he's just like, and this is what's causing all of your issues. The reason I was having so many issues was I'd start getting a little bit better, but I wasn't getting the right medication. So then I'd
Yeah.
get sick again. So I ended up in the hospital for 6 days. Was taking all the meds and everything, taking antibiotics. Finally got out of the hospital, and they're like, just keep doing what you're doing with your foods and everything. It's just going to do nothing but make it better. So, um, grateful to say that this year, a year later, I am cleared by the cardiologist. Everything is great. I
Yay.
now know I do not have any blockages. I don't have any heart issues. I don't have any of these things. So,
What a relief.
um, yes, very much of a relief. So, I'm still following homemade method. I eat right. I don't eat the exact recipes all the time that you guys do, but I make it work with what our food on hands are, or the
Yeah.
type of food we like and everything. And I love to say that I have lost 54 pounds at this time. Not
Yay.
only the weight though, it's just like I have, I can feel the difference in my skin, everything. So even, it's just like it's been a gradual loss, so I don't have a lot of loose turkey neck and everything. It's actually getting better. I do incorporate like the essential oils and stuff like that I use on my skin along with the homemade method and
Love it.
everything too. But it's just all, just everything natural is great. So it's like I've lost not just the pounds, but I've lost the inches and everything too, which I can tell more, and I feel so much better. I
Yeah.
can tell if I have a day or two of not eating right, I can tell
Yeah.
right away.
Yes.
So
Oh my gosh. I love that you're really correlating with what you eat with how you feel, because I feel like that's a really big missing link for a lot of people. But once that kind of sinks in as common knowledge for you, it's like, no, duh.
right,
And it can be a wonderful compass for you to follow. When you feel good, that's when you know that you're nourishing your body. And
right.
proof is in the pudding. You've lost 54 pounds. You've
Yeah.
dropped from a size 16 to a size 10 jeans.
Yes.
So
Yes.
amazing. You look incredible. And like to see your before and after picture, it's just like you look so much more comfortable in your skin.
Right.
And
I
I
am.
I love to see that. Like seeing confidence being built as you heal your body is everything for us. We want you to feel good, right? That
Right.
is the
Yeah.
whole point of us doing this, obviously to be healthy, but to feel good, because that is a true sign of health in and out.
Right.
I also want to mention you've significantly reduced your cholesterol levels, which is deeply tied to
Yes.
inflammation. So that's so wonderful, and it's also so important for your heart health. You dropped your cholesterol and your triglycerides into normal levels for the first time
Yes.
in a very long time, which is so
Yes.
major.
Yeah,
And you increased your energy.
I
You
did.
have,
I just have my cholesterol, or not my cholesterol, but my glucose and stuff tested yesterday because
oh,
the only
cool.
issue I'm still having is my blood pressure is still slightly elevated. So we're
Hmm.
still trying to get some things there. And that is not my diet. I have always had, there's something else going on still. I think maybe it's hormones and stuff, but
Mm.
we're still working on that. But I did have some testing because they had changed my medication, which they had reduced the dosage and stuff on it. But I just had my glucose tested, which in September was 103, and I just got it tested and it was 87. So
Your
that's a big
fasting
break. Yeah.
glucose.
Yeah.
Yay. For everyone who doesn't know, that is great. That is
Yeah.
fantastic. Awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a lot of stuff to be really proud of. I mean, and just like conquer all these other health issues you're dealing with and to not, just to be in kind of the dark about what's happening in your body, to go from being in that situation and being like, you can't enjoy your garden, which is something that's so clearly important to you, and to be
Exactly.
nervous about like your heart health, and then to finally figure out what's happening, get your medication sorted, get off a lot of medication that isn't serving you and has
Right.
terrible side
Yes.
effects. And then to like just shed all this excess weight, like 54 pounds is a lot. It is a
Right.
significant amount
It
of weight. And I'm just so grateful because your body's going to be functioning better. It allows your heart to work less
right.
hard. It allows
My
all of your system.
my joints hurt less, everything.
Yes.
I'm 62 years old. I have 14 grandkids. So it's just like I need to be able to do things.
Yeah,
So
grandma
still
needs to
have
be able
years
to
to live.
hustle. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
well, I'm
mom and
so
dad are both in
grateful.
their 80s, so I want to be able to live well
Yeah.
past my 80s. My mom's goal was in her 90s, so we'll go for that. So
I love it. Oh, well, I'm so grateful to hear that you have a beautiful big family to keep as
yeah,
your guiding light and
yeah,
to stay focused on for motivational purposes, right? It's really important. So,
yeah.
so grateful you have that.
Yeah, and my husband's following along with it too. He
Yes.
eats whatever I cook him and everything pretty much. Sometimes he's just like, not sure I like that one, but
Too
it's just like
healthy.
I add all the veggies into things and he's just like,
Yeah.
what you do to that, and it's just like,
Yeah. Oh my
just
gosh.
eat it
And
first.
absolutely, if you look at your pictures that you post in our members only group, it is beautiful meal after beautiful meal, all the color, all the texture, huge wide variety of nutrients, and food that actually tastes good. So it's the
Right.
reason your husband is eating most of it is because it does not taste like diet food because it's not. It's just
Right. It's
real
not.
food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am so grateful that you have just made leaps and bounds in your health.
Yeah.
You're super present in our members only group. You're inspiring ladies there every day. And that's just like, that's huge to
Yeah.
have that kind of peer support. So thank you for everything you do.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank
And
thank you for being there for me to find you.
oh my gosh, this is everyone who works on our team. This is like our life's dream job. It's our mission to help
I can
people heal their
imagine.
bodies. So it's truly a dream to work with all of you. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. That wraps up our sweet little interview. Thank you, Marla.
Thank you.